Hello friends, Professor Rao here. Welcome to Let's Crack the Interviews channel. We were talking about group discussion. We are in module 2 of group discussion. Group discussion is a process of discussing about a topic or a problem area or an issue among a group of people in order to arrive at various perspectives, ideas to solve the particular problem. So group discussion is used for problem solving and identifying a solution to a particular context or an issue. Today, let's talk about the evaluation criteria. There are 10-member team kept in a GD room, and discussion starts. A topic is being given, and people started discussing. What are the criteria being followed? Evaluation criteria or components being followed by the recruiters or the HR, the panel, which observes as a silent spectator. During GD, employees evaluate potential for the leadership and ability to work in a team. They look at various aspects, as you know, friends, from your communication to your team working to leadership skills to your emotional intelligence to your learnability to your the way you are mingling with people to your overall group behavior. The four components generally evaluated in a group assessment. Then your communication skills are very critical, which are being observed as evaluation criteria. Communication is a process of assessing the suitability of a candidate for a communication is a process of transmitting a message from a sender to a receiver and getting a feedback back to the from the receiver to the sender may be called communication. Candidate assessed in terms of active listening. Are you a good listener? Are you active listener? Or a passive listener? Are you hearing or listening when someone is talking? Are you noting down? Are you responding? Will you be able to recollect and remember the names of your people? Clarity of thought and expression. Are you clear about your thoughts, your point of view you are put forth and you are expressing? Are you using apt language? And how is your body language? Eye contact, gestures, the way you sit, the way you use your hand gestures, your vocal variety, vocal cards, your tone, intonation, pitch and speed, voice modulation, tone, voice, articulation, fluency, modulation, good delivery of your ideas fluently, the right tone, right articulation, right voice. Not sufficient to have ideas, and you should know how to express it effectively. That's very, very important, friends. We may be having knowledge, but if you don't know how to articulate properly, it's not really of good use. Apt language, fluency in accuracy in use of language, free from grammatical errors is important, and you should be able to speak clearly, precisely, use simple language, unambiguous language. Don't use too much of jargon, and don't be ambiguous, and be clear. Don't try to show off, and be use a simple. Be a, demonstrate that you are a tough person. Tough-minded people are really simple. They always use simple communication. And coming to body language, again, looking effectively, attentively at the speaker and nodding. When someone is talking, looking at the speaker and nodding and saying, okay, encouraging, show that you are listening. Very good. While speaking, ensure no one is ignored. And while you are speaking, you maintain eye contact with the remaining 9 people that speak. Is very, very important. Don't maintain eye contact only with one or two close friends of yours. No, you should maintain eye contact uniformly with all the people. Look at everybody. Avoid throw-out gestures, excessive, aggressive gestures. Pointing fingers should be avoided. Monotonous postures, and don't show what is called lack of enthusiasm, dislike for the topic, and don't show lack of interest. Even if one doesn't like the topic, and he should try to develop group behavior. How are you conducting yourself in the entire group? That shows our team spirit and our interpersonal, uh, s- behavior. Group behavior is very, very important. How are we behaving in the group? Very critical, because in the organizations we have to work as a team member and work in groups as a good team player on projects. Group behavior is reflected in ability to interact with other people, members of your group on brief acquaintance. Emotional maturity and balance promotes good interpersonal relationship. One is expected to be more people-centric and less ego-centric. We should shun our ego and be people-centric. You be willing to talk to people. You should be willing to know people and be a good group person. Demonstrate good behavior. Remain objective. Don't be subjective. Don't if someone disagrees. The essence, friends, is consistency in participation and keep on. For instance, 10 people, 15 minutes, you have 1.5 minutes each person gets, and ventilate your 3-4 ideas in that 1.5 minutes, and you can come in 2-3 spells. Is totally up to you. But be consistent in your participation, keenness in listening, listen very attentively when others are talking. When you are talking, maintain eye contact and put forth your point to all the members by maintaining equal eye contact. Be a good observer, time sharing, orderly conduct. Time is very important. You are given only 1.5 minute, 90 seconds. Don't take more than that. Ability to handle turbulent situation, ability to exuberant participant. You should know how to contain and control the aggressive participant. Very critical and important. Demonstrate good leadership skills by taking initiative and starting a discussion, closing a discussion by summarizing, and bringing the discussion back to track if a discussion is going out of track. It's very, very important. That's a trait of a leader. It's very, very important, and you can assume leadership by taking that. And functional ability to involve knowledge, mental, physical energy, emotional stability, objectivity, integrity, emotional intelligence, all the traits of a good leadership. Are very, very critical, which can be demonstrated in GD. Thank you, friends, and see you in the next